Wholeness, beautiful beings, welcome to Notes of Nara. My name is Naja Rashida, and the video is a bit late. I'm readjusting my body, my mind, my heart, my spirit. It's a bit disembobulated. See, from my travels. I just got back from an just amazing trip. Very confirming for me. I'm making certain plans to relocate, and that's where I'm just gonna leave it. Because I believe, it's okay to speak it out into the universe, but as far as details, when, where, how, when, why, who, it's all going to unfold. All is well, and everything is unfolding as it should. And I think that's going to be the topic. That's going to be the title of this video. To be honest, tears. Tears today, tears a few minutes ago, because my heart is processing a lot. And job-wise, career-wise, how everything's kind of coming together, then falling apart, coming together, falling apart. I'm just in a very big transitional, vulnerable spot right now in my life, and where I'm having to possibly revisit something that I thought was completely closed. And, there are times, we, in this realm, in the earthly realm, they have programmed society into looking into time in a linear fashion. I think I've mentioned this in one of my many videos now about the heart space, how time works. So it's very linear. It's beginning, middle, end, right? It's ABC, 1, 2, 3, order. And the sad part about this perception of time is that it's very limited, it's very structured, and it's very tunnel vision. Like, think about a train, right? I would only say maybe you have trains that can go back, right? Nowadays, you have the train where the conductor can go to the front of the train and then and go in that one direction, and then when it's time to go, if it's eastward bound, westward bound, or northbound, southbound, right? Then they can easily just shift to the other side of the train and go the opposite direction. So that's how it's built, it's structured that way. As I've shared before, I look at time in a very spherical state, where it's a sphere. All things are happening all at once, and everywhere all at once, all the time. So you have the beginning, middle, and beginnings, middles, and endings of our stories and our experiences, all happening simultaneously at that moment. All outcomes of our of consistent behaviors exist all at once. We have a multitude, many thousands upon thousands of different versions of ourselves, different frequencies, different vibrational states of being of ourselves that coexist all in this beautiful sphere, this cyclical time fragment, if you will, or time process. All is well, and everything is unfolding as it should, and that includes the heart and the emotions, and without sharing the inner details of my private life, because I do have that boundary set up on this, on my channel. The tears, if anything, the tears that I shed from my heart space are of gratitude, right? Gratitude, and there's some doubt, right? There's the unknown, there's the patience, right? There's the revisitation of a past or recent experience. And also what I'm processing is this came up, and so I'm going to share this. So, I went on a beautiful trip abroad, and meaning overseas, which for Americans, that can be a big deal. Oh, I think I just got bit by a mosquito. All right. Thank you, mosquito. Thank you. Wow, what was I saying? Yeah. So I just, during that whole trip, it felt right. Everything was right. Even the mishaps, which there were at least a couple. But they're good. They're making great. They're great stories. Definitely great travel stories. But today I felt it really strongly. And here's the thing: when you experience something so good and so awesome, I know it comes from a limited, egotistical, wounded place, and I'm glad that my heart space was processing this. But I will say it's like 75% of your life, as an adult, is more of survival, getting through the day, having your daily routines, and it's just life can be very blah, right? It's so structured, it's kind of status quo type of thing. But then you have these moments in life where no amount of videos, no amount of recordings or pictures can do that whole experience justice. It's almost like, and I had like a mini pity party, like feeling sad and down for myself, because it's like those moments that are so beautiful and so fulfilling and so enriching and so confirming and validating and all the beautiful things. It seems like it's short. Like in the moment, it seems like it's like time is cyclical. It's no longer bound. It's no longer linear, and you become one with time. Things slow down, and in a way where you can enjoy it, and it's like you're truly in flow. But then when you're pulled out of that, right, and you step out back into the illusion of the linear time frame that we are conditioned to believe, it hurts, and it just seems like, why can't I have more like the question was like, why is it, and this is not correct mindset, but this is came up, why is it so difficult to have more moments like that, and this is why we do the whole vacation and holiday thing, to step out of that structure, that paradigm, that square, and enter into the feminine, enter into the womb of time, rather than trying to, okay, we gotta go here, boom, 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 and you have yesterday, today, and tomorrow, and it just seems so like it's too much, because we're naturally expansive beings. We're spherical beings. And so yeah, I was down on myself today. I actually, and I spoke out the story, the program. I spoke it out because sometimes you need to just state what you're feeling, what you're experiencing, and just set it free, get it out of your body, and not keep it in here, in the mind. And I just had a down moment. I'm like, why is it? How come it just seems like I can't keep those beautiful moments. It just seems like they come up, they pop up, and they do exactly what they're meant to do. And then when it's gone, then it's like this longing, right? This longing, like you've just been high up and then you drop down, and with no feathers, no wings, and it's just gravity. And then again, this phrase that came to me years ago, maybe 10 years ago, and I knew it was my own beautiful mantra that I don't mind sharing, because there's some mantras that I keep private, and it is all is well and everything is unfolding as it should. And I'm titling this video with this because it's powerful, and it brings you into the present moment. No matter how painful and uncomfortable those emotions are, allow them to unfold from you. Allow them to roll like a beautiful carpet, you know. And I remember I was in a different season and cycle in my life, and I was hanging out with these beautiful creatures, these beautiful women. We all just were chilling in the library, and they pulled some books, and I opened up one of the books, and the book literally had the whole phrase, "All is well and everything is unfolding as it should." And I'm like, and I kid you not, I read the mantra that came to me, maybe 4 years at that time prior to ever moving out to Arizona. So I say all of that to say this, like, yeah, I'm I'm real, I'm raw, I'm human, and this channel will never be no, I'm a being having a human experience, and sometimes having a human experience is fucking tough. It's not easy. It's rough out in these streets, you know, but I rather feel all of this. I rather experience it all, no matter what. I have no regret. I have no regret for the trip, no regret for the people and places I visited and the time spent there with very special people, you know, and a very specific individual. Like it was, and then like leaving, and that's how I knew it was so right. Like everything was fluid. Everything went so beautifully. And like the departing, you know, because I had a connecting flight, and that went smoothly. The land went smooth. The arrival went smoothly. The whole visit went smoothly, in general, and just so lovely. And coming back was harder. Like, that's when you know there's a heart, like a real heart connection to wherever the land that you're visiting. Because if you find it easy to leave a place, like super easy to leave something behind, 9 chances out of 10, you're doing the right thing and you're heading in the right direction. And also, to me, when you find it difficult to leave the place that you're visiting for a short while, however long that may be, and your heart, you know, is tugging and is that means you have that heart connection in that space. And because I've traveled many places, predominantly in Europe, but I'd probably say maybe 9 countries so far, eight. I don't remember, but I've traveled all over my country, and there were moments where I felt that emotional, like leaving. I was in tears, right? Like leaving, and then there's excitement for the new, right? I remember leaving, you know, moving to New Mexico, and I lived in a few different cities or towns, and there was excitement. And then when I left, there was excitement, right? There was no heart tugging, no deep emotional tie to the land in that way. So I pay attention always to my travels and how I'm responding to the land, how the land responds to me. And I know now, because I told myself, you know, with this trip, I'm like, okay, like I'm gonna know, you know, if this is truly something that, like, literally the next step in my life, the new journey, the new adventure. And I feel that it is, and I'm getting confirmation even through my own doubts, even through the emotional tug I feel and the ache. I feel that it's right, and I just have to allow it to unfold. You know, all is working in our favor all the time. And it's not easy. It's not meant to be easy. It isn't meant to be this easy walk, cakewalk. Oh, look, look how easy everything's. No. All is well, because all is a well of unknown, a well of gifts, a well of hidden blessings, a well of opportunities that exist. And I was telling a dear sweetheart earlier today that the things that you're seeking are also seeking you. And the most important thing truly is to make sure that your desire is in alignment for you. Because not all that we desire is good or right for us, right? That's the discernment part you have to really pay attention to. And but I just keep getting confirmations, and I'm and another note I want to share with you, a reminder: when you do feel overwhelmed by emotion, when you feel overwhelmed by longing, when you feel overwhelmed by this tug in your heart, for family, friends, lovers, opportunity you want so badly with your whole being, give it back to source. Give it to God. That's the phrase my grandmother would always say: let go, let God. And some things you really have to fight for. And the fighting part is asking you, how strong is your desire for this thing, for this experience, for this someone? How strong is your desire for the experience? Whether that's making more money, whether that's falling in love, or not falling, expanding your love to someone, whether that is, going on a new adventure, travel adventure, whether that's starting a business, going to school. How strong is your desire for the thing that you desire? And that whole process can be very painful, right? When you get a little bit a taste of it, and you're just like, that's delicious, I want more. And it's like, the universe is like, oh, you want more, you say. How strong is your desire for this? What are you willing to do? How will you maintain a state of being? How will you remain flexible and open during this time, since now you have a taste of what could be? And that's I feel like where I'll leave it. I think I'll be good by Saturday for sure. Jet lag is real. I feel it. Oh my goodness. Oh. The flight, amazing. Because last time I went abroad overseas, it was a 16-hour journey. I had multiple connecting flights and it was a whole big thing. And I mean, it was a lot of toil. Physical toil went into that. But they say jet lag, to get your body truly, and your digestive system, because that gets affected too, that takes about over 2 weeks, really, to get your circadian rhythm in alignment. So I was only there for a week. Yeah. So not a long enough time to get fully adjusted, but my digestive system, just when it just started getting back in flow, that's when I was, back on a plane. So I don't know. It's just I always find that traveling is almost like when it's long distance travel, it's like you're toying with time. You're entering into the void of the cyclical, And that's when it's like simultaneously we're in 1 hour here. We're in, let's say it's about 8 o'clock, right? 9 o'clock here. And then it's 3 a.m., 2 a.m. over somewhere else. And it's like when you cross, those, I would say, dimensions of time and enter into a whole new timeline. I look at things metaphysically, right? I mean, you can just say, Naja, like, I mean, what are you talking about? But it's literally like that, because it's a whole mindset. I have a mindset for evening, and then someone else would have mindset for morning, right? It's different frequencies and different energies. So it's almost like you're looping. We do time loops when we travel, and it could just be 3 or 4 hours, like in Arizona to, where I'm at now. Arizona, I think, is 3 or 4 hours ahead of me, so they're in a different frequency and a different mindset. Anyway, but yeah, all is well and everything is unfolding as it should, and I just have to be present. It's all about presence right now. And I'm still facing some big decisions. And but I'm trusting it. I'm just trusting. Woo. Yeah, jet lag is it's real. I started feeling tired at 3, and I'm like, no, I'm staying up. And so I'm glad I took it easy today, because I was gonna like start jumping into things that I need to get on the ball before September, and I'm good. Yeah, this mosquito got me. Yeah, okay. All right, mosquito. It's all right. All right. Thank you so much. May this message find you well and whole, and love to you all. Thank you so much for the last few videos. The comments have been beautiful, and I love it. I give me feedback. Give me ideas that you'd like for me to discuss. I am, in some way, I guess I am a sage, but I don't hold all the answers, and I'm perfectly imperfect, and I will always choose a humble path, and so yeah, like we're almost at the end of August, and we're heading into late summer now, where fall is coming and autumn is arriving and coming up, coming in, and I mean, you can feel it in the air. And so this has been I think probably one of the best summers I can ever ask for. And not just, I mean, deeply spiritual, real awakening and of the heart. And so for next month's topic, we'll see what comes up. But I don't want to keep this video too long, but thank you.